Loveland, Colorado continues to be one of the most popular places to live just outside of Denver. But why is that? Why are people continually moving to this area year over year? In fact, it has been ranked one of the most popular places to live in Colorado for 2024-2025. But why is that? And is it a good fit for you? Hi there, Christy Lee here, and I am a local real estate agent in the state of Colorado, and I am here to talk to you all about Loveland. I have been going to Loveland my entire life, and I have watched this area grow. In fact, it doesn't even look like the same city as it did when I was a kid. But why? Why are people moving there? And is it a good fit for you? All right, so Loveland is going to be roughly 50 to 55 miles north of Denver, and it's going to have a population roughly about 78,000 people. So it is very big. I mean, it's not going to be one of those small podunk towns or even have that quaint feel. However, they do have a great community that still, while it is so big, they still keep this really cute, quaint community feel just because of all of the things they have going on in this area. So Loveland is going to be really, really known for its outdoors. So if you're somebody who loves outdoors and experience nature, go on hikes, bike ride, lakes for sure. If you like to go fishing and boating, Loveland is going to be a great area because that's truly what they're known for. Devil's Backbone is going to be on the west side of Loveland, and that's a great area to hike in. You have Boyd Lake, so that area is going to be fantastic if you like to boat or camp. You could camp out there. I actually just went camping there for the very first time last year, ironically, and it's fantastic. It was actually so much fun. So you're going to have that area amongst other outdoor activities you could do out in Loveland. They're really, really into the arts. Okay, so they have Benson Sculpture Park out there, which has roughly 130, 150 sculptures or so, and you could actually walk around. I mean, it's all in one place, and walk around and take a look at all of these amazing sculptures from local artists. They do take great pride in all of their art, their performing arts out there. So if you're somebody or your family is really into that kind of stuff, Loveland, again, is going to be a great location just because of that kind of stuff. Now, Loveland is going to be, like I said, growing. So you are going to get more bang for your buck than, say, Denver or some of the other surrounding areas of Loveland, like Timnath, Fort Collins. Those are all going to be a little bit more than Loveland. The median home price right now in 2025, roughly in Loveland, is going to be about $450,000, give or take. It's going to be depending, obviously, on what you get out in this area. And then rent is going to be roughly about $1,500 a month for a one-bedroom. So, I mean, compared to the national average, yes, I do realize that this is going to be more expensive, but compared to Colorado as a whole, it is going to be less expensive than Denver, Fort Collins, Boulder, those areas surrounding. So that is something that Loveland does have going for it. The property tax roughly is going to be $3,000 a year, which is actually right on par because Colorado as a whole, our property tax is going to be roughly about 1% of the sales of the house, the assessed value of the house. So I mean, if we're roughly at 3,000, I mean, Loveland's just going to be a little bit under that 1%. So that is a good point why people are moving there, because they are saving a little bit money on those taxes. Hey, just real quick, if you're enjoying this content or finding it helpful to you, please click that subscribe button right there. Give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out, push more content out to people just like you. Now back to the video. Now, many people are actually moving to this area, especially if they have kiddos or if they're planning on starting a family, it's because of the school district. Loveland is located in the Thompson Valley School District, which is ranked above average, according to niche.com. So it is a highly desirable area to send your kiddos. Also, this area is very family friendly. So a lot of families or wanting to start families are moving to this area because they know they're going to get that community feel. Again, a lot of parks, recreation, sports stuff for the kids, a lot of art stuff, and a lot of festivals. So this area does tend to really take care of their community. They have the Sweetheart Festival. So kind of backtracking, the Sweetheart Festival, as well as Loveland as a whole, it always takes place in February. Loveland, and what they do is they have this whole festival during this time, But Loveland as a whole, if you want to postmark your envelope that you're sending to your sweetheart, you could actually have it go through Loveland and it'll be postmarked from Loveland, coming from there. So that's something that they're really known for. So, I mean, it's just kind of like one of those fun things to do when you're out there. They have a lot of other festivals too. Like I said, a lot of the art stuff. So they're going to have a lot of, movies in the park, concerts in the park, all of their sculptures and art festivities that they have going on there too. Another big reason that people are moving to this area is truly proximity to other areas. Now, I won't say proximity to Denver because we still are a little over an hour out, but Fort Collins is only going to be roughly 30 minutes. You have Greeley, roughly 30 minutes or so as well. Boulder is going to be about 45 minutes. But if you work in any of these areas or even go to school in any of these areas, because all three of those areas have major universities located in it, if you go to school or work in any of these areas, you really are not going to have really a big problem with commute. Outside of maybe if it snows, that might affect some things. Loveland also is really close to Rocky Mountain National Park and Estes Park. So you're just right there down off the hill from there, roughly about 45 minutes, maybe even a little bit less depending on weather or traffic. And so if you're somebody who loves to camp and, go hiking or go to Rocky Mountain National Park or even go to the Estes Park, Stanley Hotel, whatever, just for the weekend, it's right there. Like, you literally are going to be right there. So it's absolutely a great location for a lot of these outdoor things, other surrounding areas that you could get to really, really easily. So Loveland can't all be good, right? So what are the downsides? Well, I mean, just like anything else, there's going to be plenty of downsides. One of the bigger ones I would say is the growth. So while some people love that, some people hate that. And with growth, it becomes more expensive. The congestion, the traffic congestion is ridiculous out there because they're constantly trying to fix I-25. And I mean, I feel like it's been going on for years and it's still going on. So you have to deal with that. That is, just an issue that I have no idea when that's going to end. So you have traffic, you have, increased housing costs and overall costs just in general. I will also say how far you are from Denver. So obviously it's an hour. So if you're somebody who really truly likes to go to a Bronco game or a baseball game, concert, whatever that might be, I mean, it's not as convenient as if you live somewhere closer to Denver. So do think about that as well. The lack is because it is small, while there is a robust job market, is going to definitely be smaller than some of its other cities around. So a lot of people do drive into Fort Collins, Greeley, Boulder, like I said, Longmont, all of those areas, just because, I mean, they have a strong job market, don't get me wrong, but it could be better. And that's why people are commuting to other places. Again, you're not commuting for very far, 30 minutes maybe, but you are going to be commuting. And so that is a downfall as well. This area does tend to be prone more to hail. So when it comes to weather, while Colorado has amazing weather overall, we have 300 days of sunshine, we do get hail. So while I say this area is prone to hail, I mean, in all reality, all of Colorado is prone to hail, but sometimes I find more in the northern side of Colorado, it's prone to it a little bit more than some of its other sides. So when you're moving to these areas, just know you might have to deal with hail, but honestly, you're going to probably have to deal with it no matter where you go. So just talk to your insurance and they'll make sure you're covered with that. As well as nightlife, or lack thereof, I should say. Yes, they have a small downtown area, which is really cute. It has, the bars and the coffee shops, little boutiques, movie theater, things like that. It's not going to be like a downtown area like Denver obviously has to offer. So it is going to be definitely a lot quieter of an atmosphere, more family friendly, more of those type of things. So if it's something that you're looking for, maybe you're in your early 20s and you just want to get rowdy, Loveland might be a little bit too quiet for you. You might want to head more towards up to Fort Collins or even Greeley. I know Greeley is kind of a weird suggestion, but Greeley's growing like crazy and they have the college town right there too. So that might be a better bet, or obviously Denver. So, I mean, it is just going to be a little bit different atmosphere. You do have that small town vibe a little bit, while it is a big big city. Like I said, 78,000 people who live there. So it is a very big city. They still do try to keep that small feel to it. And that's why I find most people are moving to this area. You have cost of living, which is going to be less expensive than other areas. That small town kind of feel, family friendly, a lot of activities, a lot of gearing towards the arts, a lot of that, and a lot of growth. Honestly, you could get a big bang for your buck if you moved out there, especially for a lot of those new builds that are going up. New construction is big, especially in this area. So if you have questions about Loveland, please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you, guide you in any way. That's what I am here for. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified anytime I have a new video. And then to the next video. Take care.